Today I'm analyzing the micro and macro environments of OVO Energy. Micro, I'm looking at factors that affect OVO Energy's business internally, and these are issues that OVO Energy might have control over. Macro, I'm looking at issues and factors that affect OVO Energy's business externally, and usually businesses would not have control over these issues. Now, when you look at the micro environment, OVO Energy has got customers who it's looking after, and it has grown the best to 700,000 in the last 7 years. It has improved the offer of service to these customers by implementing the smart metering systems, and it allows its customers to access their accounts online and manage their accounts online, which has given them power. And from this power, customers will be able to trust the service, and it might gain some loyal customers for OVO Energy, which is good. You also see that in terms of new entrants in the market, OVO Energy has stayed afloat despite the freedom that the UK government gives to newcomers in the energy sector, because it has promoted a free market economy in that sector. OVO Energy has risen to the challenge by having digitalized systems and also the pricing mechanisms, which are working very well for OVO Energy in comparison to even the big six, which command the majority market share in the UK. There's a tariff plan that is very favorable for most customers, and they're preferring it to any other. And this is an opportunity for OVO Energy to outshine the other players in the market and make sure that they gain more customers. We could be talking about 1 million customers by next year if they aggressively push this agenda. OVO Energy also has an upper hand in commanding the supply chain, because we see that it has already partnered with about 4 distributors, and these are running separate municipalities, and it shows that it has the capacity to spread without a lot of difficulties. When you look at the macro environment, you see that OVO Energy is producing 50% of its energy through renewable sources, and that is being supported by the political landscape, because the agenda is to counter global warming and to stop producing power and other energy sources from coal. And there are also already plans on the table for the UK by the UK government to stop this production by 2020. So when you look at that angle, OVO Energy is quite covered. What you might see is that sometimes political landscapes change, and they're very unpredictable, so OVO Energy need not be very comfortable, but it needs to leverage on the issue of price. It also needs to leverage on the advancement of the digital systems that it is implementing, and ensure that the customers will be insulated from direct influence by these suppliers who are helping them put up this infrastructure. It also needs to take advantage of the distribution system that it has taken on with the other partners, and ensure that these partners also do not influence its customers in any way, because they could easily switch. So it has to invest in a very robust customer experience agenda, and this is what is going to save the day, because the competition is going to only get harder, and you don't want to see them losing any market share. However, what you'll see is that they might not be very aggressive in the market, as we saw last year in 2015 when they tried to triple their database, which they did. They lost about over 30 million pounds. And we only hope that the lessons were learned, and even as we're going to have subsequent promotions, they have to take into consideration the bottom line and ensure that they do not hit the bottom.